You come forward. Yes, come. I need that photo before it becomes too dark. You know I am very black. Once there is darkness, they will not see me. Hey, Muchala Kyagulanyi. You think I don't know you? You come for that photo before darkness comes and it covers me. I need that photo. Okay, back to business. The Lord is good. Elizola, turuni tujaguza enyaki. The Lord is good. And all the time. This congregation is very hot. People don't want to speak, but I'm happy that I've seen someone who has been eating up my data. Before I leave, she will pay it. I request you to come and I take a photo with you. That girl has eaten my data. Please come forward. I have to take a photo with you, then you will pay my data back. I'm among the 1,000 followers of yours. I mean Annie Kansime. I've seen you. Please come forward. I have a photo with you. Then afterwards, I've seen some other person of our band. She has also to come and I have a photo with her. Before I begin my homily. Clap for her. My data has been consumed by this Michigan. Cameraman, capture that photo. Thank you so much. There is another one also I have seen. You come forward. Yes, come. I need that photo before it becomes too dark. You know I am very black. Once there is darkness, they will not see me. Hey, Muchala Kyagulanyi. You think I don't know you? You come for that photo before darkness comes and it covers me. I need that photo. Okay, back to business. The Lord is good. Elizola, turuni tujaguza enyaka hamwe na dinavesi. Tutererera wango mu ngaro. Enyaka 10 mu bifere tikintu kigizireki cyangwa it is not something to joke with. Kandi Elizola nicyo cya kimwe turibona tukuze kiro kikuru cya Yozefu niba wanyumite Bikira Mariya. Abakristo abari kumanya bukuru bwa Bikira Mariya. Today is a very big feast day in our church, in the Catholic Church. So Ruhanga omukunda kwe akohereza omwana we yamuranye muri unite Bikira Mariya yamuhereza Yozefu ngabe the step father nene nizo nitukuza ekiro kikuru ekyo nawe ekyo tokagamba hamwikirire Yozefu utagambire hakiri kwera. The Lord is good and all the time. You cannot talk about Joseph without tackling the Holy Family. Ekeri kwera eya Nazareth, nyoka eya Alpha na Dinavesi, turi kujaguza hamwe n'abana babo. It makes a Holy Family. Ekeri kwera ikaba n'eshaki. It's not that it was all that very perfect. Ekeri kwera had very many challenges. The first challenge that he got, the other one had finished Okuchara, you know Okuchara, you have done Okuchara, several of you. The Barbie Okuchara, hata kawuleho miro nyingi. Bikira Mariya Ineki, it was the first challenge. After Okuchara, you find your girlfriend is pregnant and you have not yet done it. Timukagizireki, You can't imagine. That was the first challenge. Now Joseph looked at this challenge, and as the man who was very faithful, omushiga woka kachikoragaho yagira tinga atina aza kuhemuka yatuma inama yo kwita ki obujenyi omukwita obujenyi Rwanda yatuma umutima uri kwera yamwizaho mu kiroto through a dream and told Joseph, please enda ewurishyira Mariya nyine tuye mu nzira y'abuntu kwiyabone ya mutima uri kwera. It is for the Holy Spirit. So don't fear to take Mary as your life. I can't imagine abashinja barya who will allow to begin a family when his partner is already 1-0 anarazana football. Narabye n'umupira guratandikana 1-0. A match should begin 0-0, but someone is already having 1. It was the challenge. So Joseph had what God told him in a dream, and since he loved God and had promised to serve God, had to follow what God had told him, had commanded him to do. That was to take Mary as his wife. And after Joseph did that, they went through the whole process. Now the time to give birth came. As they were looking for maybe a beautiful hospital where to give birth, there was no place. All hospitals were full by that time, and they decided to go where? Baza omuchijicente, omuchato chente, where they feed the cows from. That's where Jesus was born. You can't imagine. How ubworo burenjiraho. Muramanya ubworo. Abantu barangana barya. Ubworo nemu. Ubworo niki? When you are poor, even the dog will joke on you. And Jesus was born in that state, in that situation, on the world. They persisted in their suffering. That is the Holy Family that we are celebrating today because of orphan benevolence. Problems didn't end there. After a few days, now God tells him, please Joseph, what did you have to do? Herod, alimuna sherra mwana naenda kugira ki? Herod is looking for the child Jesus to kill him, because he had learned that this child who is born is going to be a king, but he didn't know which type of a kingship Jesus was coming for. So Herod is looking for this child to kill him. Now God tells Joseph, move from where you are, Bethlehem, you go to Egypt. Okarumwana Yesu omuhuze ki ku Herode. Bana baruhanga. Ba Herode baliyo bingi. Wabula mangu ba Herode tele bingi. Do you know that you have many Herodes in your lives? Some you know, others you don't know. But God will always help you. Nazaguma kuyambe okunga bahe ba Herode tele ruhango munga. Yosefu yakwata umwana na nyina. They walked miles and miles, very many kilometers, and went to Egypt, trying to seek refuge. Na Yesu awabirari ruhanga omugabo w'abagabe obuturamanya ngo n'omuntu w'amaani nawe yabe empungi. Yaba utaka bagaho empungi otarishaba ngo obe empungi, kandi tushabe ngo tutari baki empungi. If you have ever been in a country that is not yours, it's when you know that it's hard to be a refugee. I went to Italy. Nkarekanyitirayo. Nkaramanya nebyo kujya ndarya nabimuga narebegiya nebiciriya n'injoka utambuza. I suffered until nabwine ka restaurant. Aho barateka twa chips okundamanya. I ate chips aro. I ate chips karugayo ziri hino kundabamo. Because I was in a strange country, their foods are not the same like ours here. So being a refugee is something strange, something hard. But Jesus passed through that with Joseph. And I'm talking about, when I talk about Joseph, I have to think about your family. The problems, the challenges you face. But God is saying, please, move on. Even after 10 years, don't say now we end here. No, move on. As if that was not enough. Now today we hear another challenge. The child is now 12 years. They go to Jerusalem for prayers. Now this kid disappears from... I think Jesus was a bit stubborn also. He was a bit funny. Now we have abazire pe baronda bazana banyabuzare, but afterwards they decided to walk back to Jerusalem to look for this child. They were looking for Jesus. After you must look for your children wherever they are. You must know. Know how your children have slept. Some of you come very late in the night. You shall translate your name and they will begin calling you uncle. If you go late now and then, they will forget you. And maybe begin calling the gate man daddy because he receives them very well. And you see these women tell children very many words. When you are not there, you see daddy doesn't love you. That's why for now, God is with you. By the time they grow up, they don't even like the daddy. The daddy is something that comes at night. When you say, describe the word daddy, they will write everything and you will wonder. Abashinja, you know your responsibilities as men in your families. Take care of your families. Look after your children. And in this sense, the parents of Jesus were looking for him. And in this gospel, we are also reminded, we must seek God. We must look for Jesus. Me and you, in this journey, we must look for who? For Jesus. Whether you want or not, we have to look for him. And in the gospel, it tells us that these parents found Jesus. That means Jesus is found. Yesu twamushorera nitumubona. Yesu wamuronda numubona. Ekarikwera ekaguma hamira ruhanga yaguma shemererwe kandi byona eriyarabiremo ruhanga yaguma nagereze migisha. After the nervous, God will keep blessing your family, will keep blessing you if you seek Jesus with a pure heart. And my prayer this evening is that whoever comes to look for Jesus, in Jesus' name, may he or she find that Jesus. Say amen. If you have come to seek Jesus, even today, this evening, Jesus, we are going to meet him in mass. If you are not a Catholic, you will begin saying, now how shall we meet him? Through the species that we shall change, that we shall pray over here. We will turn into blood and blood of who? Of Jesus. Jesus, you meet him among your friends. Look at your neighbor. Jesus is not very far. Look at your neighbor. That neighbor of yours. I heard someone saying, they tell us we are created in the image of God. But I hear a song, then they confuse us. We are created in the image and likeness of God. And so, Jesus, God, we find him in our neighbors. We find God, we find Jesus in our priests. As you look at me here, I am in the image, I am in the footsteps of who? Of Jesus. You don't need to run here and there looking for Jesus. Come, I pray for you, I bless you. Jesus, you will have seen Jesus and you will have received him. So, in this sacrifice of Mass, tushave ngamakagitu tugashwamise n'ekerikwera ebirungo bituri kurabamo tubisimbire ruhanga ebiziro bituri kurabamo tubyegekere ruhanga. Let our challenges, our problems, we put them before God, we put them before Jesus, that he may continue blessing us. As I conclude, abagore bitu n'abaletera ekirabo ekinabaletera n'ekirabo ekinageza okushoborora n'ababwire tumeza kubasaba muje mukyakire mukyereke n'abantu mukyereze omugisha mukitware omunju yanyu mugume buri izooba mushabe hamwe. Pray together as a family and we imitate the Holy Family of Nazareth. Thank you so much.